Today we kick off a new series of interviews for the Perth Corporate Rumble. Number 10, booked for April 22 at Crown Grand Ballroom. Our first fighter is in. We chat about her training, her family, her friends, and the lead into the event. Special thanks to Raw Defence Academy and Raw Active, major sponsor of today's guest and supporter of the Perth Corporate Rumble. So please welcome Miss Carly Stokes.
Yep.
On an unrelated topic, has anyone ever told you you look like someone?
Yes and no.
Tell me who, because I know. Firstly, I'll throw one out at first. Do you remember the show The Wonder Years? This girl here. That's who you look like. No, maybe not there now.
Okay. Cool.
There. You do, a little bit. Anyway.
It's a round face.
I cut that out. Who have people told you look like?
One time in a weird encounter in the city, someone thought I was the chick that does the meat protests and stuff, the veganism
I think
stuff.
it's Tash Peterson.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Because I got yelled at. And I was like, what? Not yelled at, but they were just like, said their name. And I was like, I don't even know who you are. Got in the car. And it was like recently...
You do look like her. You do, but she got blonde hair. She has blonde hair. You look like her. You just look like a less naggy version.
Naggy. But the funny thing is my dad used to be a butcher, right?
Oh,
and I'm talking
so
my first thing as a kid is I love my dad. Like, he's great.
Yeah.
Everyone loves their dad. No, I said that. But, I always really looked up to my dad, and I'm such a tomboy. Yeah, I can kind of see that.
You do. You look like her.
Yeah, and I always wanted to be a butcher. Like, I was like, because Dad had his own butcher shops and stuff, and then I was like, what do you want to do? And I remember seeing it, like, when you go back in your school stuff when you're younger, it's like, when I grow up, I want to be a butcher. I don't want to be that for, but yeah, so that's so like...
Kind of different. I don't think she wants to be a butcher.
No, definitely not. And I'm like, well, I'm the complete opposite to you, love, so yeah.
I've seen her in action a few times, just by chance. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, shit. I better not say anything in case she gets on my case. I understand what she's doing. I just think she goes about it the wrong way. I think it's an attention thing.
It's all for like, you're entitled to feel how you want to feel. You can feel that way, but I think sometimes when people sort of rub it literally in your face like that, maybe it's a bit much with stuff, because there's still people that feel a different way.
Oh, it's way too much for me. It's way too much.
I just think if something like that happened to me, I'd be like, run away. What are you doing? Go away.
But they go hard. She's getting arrested a lot. Anyway. Yeah,
I don't really follow that. But I after I actually looked up what she said, because I was like, who is that? I need to know. It's probably like some weirdo or something, But
you should like do like a parody, like a takeoff of her just as a butcher, just sharpening your knives. Yeah. You should do. I'd be so good. You two, and then get her to box, and you two could go at it.
God.
He'd be Carly the meat eater. Stokes.
Yeah.
That'd be so good. That'd be good. I'd watch that.
I don't have a name yet, so there you go.
Jeez.
I talk so fast.
What was that?
I talk so fast.
You do talk fast?
I do. So I'm interested to see if I play this later. Like, how you speed it up when you listen to it when you're driving and shit and stuff?
No. Not you. I'd slow this down.
I know. But when you can do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always put it on like time and a half, like, get this shit done, let's go, I got some things to do.
You are very busy. You seem to be, there's not much sort of downtime with you. You got to go. It's good. It's a good thing.
It is good, but
how does your partner find that?
I haven't seen him, like, not in a bad way. When was the last time I seen him for about half an hour just then. So he's he works on the submarines.
Okay.
And
what's he do there?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. Ooh. It's nothing like, he's not in the Navy, but like he does, like, it's confidential, because I don't know what he does.
Does he work on them, or does he do like the security on them?
He works on them, like tradie, like.
Okay.
He's oh my God, I say it wrong. I should know this. I've known him for that long. It's like a nautical engineer, so like aeroplanes,
really,
stuff like that.
Fancy.
I used to say autical. And one day my mum was like, Carly, he doesn't make fucking hearing aids, does he? But yeah.
Did your mum drop F-bombs as much as
probably.
you do? Okay.
I'll stop. It's for kids. Not really, but...
Your sponsor.
Yes.
We have been through this, but explain it again to me very slowly so I understand. You got two sponsors.
I do.
Hit me.
My first one is Raw Defence Academy, located in Bibra Lake, at the Bibra Lake Raw location.
Former new generation, next generation.
Yep. So there's upstairs, there's a defence academy. They do Muay Thai, boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and all that kind of stuff. Kids, adults, everything. It's very big on like the family. Like it's owned by a young couple, Kate and Tiana, who are personal friends of mine. So they do a lot of family group, like great stuff. We've got kids who do the, I think our youngest person in our class, and he's a weapon. He's 12, I think. It's really nice to train there. I think I started back there when I obviously got accepted for this, and I knew about it because I wanted to obviously get my skills back up because I had a bit of a break from boxing. And it's just so nice to be in a nice welcoming environment, and I don't think they know my name. My coach Z there, he calls me Stokes. And then the other day I introduced myself, and they're all boys there and me, and they're like, wait, that's your name? I'm like, yeah, well, it's not Stokes.
Stokes was your first name.
But it's really nice to be in a group of people who are just like there to support each other. There's no egos. There's none of that. Like, let's just hit the shit out of each other and stuff like that. It's so nice. Like, definitely going to make sure I'm back there after all this is done because I definitely miss that. So that was cool.
Things like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, whatever you say it. No, my mate did tell me.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Muay Thai. It's taken off, hasn't it?
Do you know what? I'm telling you, this is the year. I work in the industry. This is the year that martial arts makes a comeback. Last year, I think it was golf. Golf had a year.
Really?
Yeah. Footy was big. Footy and golf. This year, it's martial arts. Martial arts is the new thing.
Well, you just had the UFC here the other month.
I'm telling you, these days it's like I'm not gonna. I feel like it was like, let's go hit some balls, like at the golf range thing.
Nah.
It's jiu-jitsu, it's Muay Thai, it's boxing. I'm telling you, it's the year.
Maybe it's because COVID's finally out of. It's not gone, but it's not
we
really
can touch each other again.
Yeah, I think maybe that was it.
And it's like we've missed each other. Let's really get up and sweaty with each other.
I don't know about that. I'm not at that point yet. Jeez, that looks great.
Yeah.
I know that venue only from when it was Next Generation, and it was an outstanding venue. It's massive.
It's huge, yeah. So you wouldn't even know like where that is. Like if you walked in, you'd be like, "Where is it?" It's up a stairwell. It's great.
Up a stairwell in there. Kids, nice to see kids doing it. Start pulling that stuff out on the playground. Some kid gives you a mouthful, gets slapped in a rear naked choke or something.
That's it. But yeah, so they're my sponsor, and then that facility that's out of Raw Active. It's also my other sponsor. So
two sponsors. Everyone wants to be on Team Stokesy.
That's it. Apparently so. They want to watch me get punched in the face on the zoo.
When I came down to training the other day and I was watching you guys, the skill level this time around, I'm not just saying it, is the highest I've seen it.
Wow.
You guys are you're in week 2 and some of that sparring was outstanding.
What, the girls or the boys?
Both. There's a couple of girls in there. Jesus, I wouldn't get in there with probably any of you, to be honest. But some of those girls, the biggest improvement I've seen is in the girls. I mean, the guys are exceptional, and that's not taking anything away from any of the previous girls that have fought, but it's a different level this time around. So I reckon I can't wait for these fights. I'll be honest. I find it hard. Because I want it to be a draw. Yeah. So, but no, I'm actually stoked for this time around. So these guys sponsored Kiara Clarkson.
Yes.
Is that still go by Clarkson? Does she?
I don't know.
Okay. She's a close friend. Jeez. Nice. Okay, reasons behind why you applied for this. Tell me.
I
you
don't
had
know.
2 spare minutes in a week and you wanted to fill them up with something?
No, you know what? I was thinking about this a lot. This was like the first question I looked at. I was like, why the hell do I even do this, right?
The glory? The belt?
No, like that.
Belts?
Yeah, there's a few laying around the gym. It'd be sick. I think behind closed doors, I'd be like to my partner, like, check it.
I'm
cool, but everyone else, like, like it was fun, but behind, what you like, we define, like, you look
wear
at
the
me
belt.
and go.
Just hold it up.
Yeah.
Who's making dinner tonight?
Yeah, that's literally what it's like in my household. But, so I think for me, just being associated with my friends who are friends with, related to Glenn and stuff like that. Like, you should do it. Every time it comes out, they tag me in it. Yeah, right. I've boxed for a few years now, on and off, just for like my own fitness and health and stuff. So, and I've always liked boxing. And I think for me, being a personal trainer as well, like I always give this advice of like filling up your own cup, right?
Yeah.
Taking time out for yourself. You know what that's like. This is kind of you filling up your own cup like we discussed before. So
it's a full-time job for me.
but it's like you love it, you know, like it's great. And I think for me, I think end of last year, my business, I didn't have a career change, but I was working at Raw as a worker and also being employee, yeah, and also being a personal trainer, renting the space there. And I ended up quitting that job just because I was like, you know, PTs for me, like I need to make a decision. I can't be going in and out of both and not giving my clients what they need and also the company. Like it was this weird thing. I felt like I was kind of letting everyone down. I ended up hiring a girl to work for me as well.
Shannon. Tell me I didn't do my research.
But she actually just quit. She got a new opportunity.
Shannon, shame on you.
Shannon, you're in the podcast and you quit. No, so I've got a new girl called Carla. There she is.
There she is.
Hottie.
Shannon.
The face of my business.
Can I just just jump into Shannon? That sounded wrong. Can I just ask you about Shannon there for a minute?
Okay.
She did the Omara fitness comp. Okay. She was in a category called the wellness model.
She was.
Tell me about that, because that sounds good.
Oh God, you've asked the wrong trainer. Yeah.
So what is the wellness? It's
just a different look. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not into bodybuilding. I need to go support my friends and yell at them.
Yeah.
It's basically it's just a federation. So like, there's like the bikini, and they're like a lot leaner and a lot littler. Where the wellness are a little bit more like, I think wellness, like you're healthier, maybe like a bit like more like, ooh, I don't know.
Could I enter the wellness competition?
You could try. Probably in the boys' side, not the girls.
No.
But yeah, so it's just a different federation. It's like, I don't know, if you had two different types of boxing and one was with gloves and one was without. I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I just thought it was a good category to be in, because it's almost like for people, this is just my opinion, I could be wrong here, but it's almost like for people who who are in good shape, feeling good, but you can see they're not depleted. You know how sometimes?
Yeah, they definitely get down there, but I think maybe their overall build is that little bit like thicker. In like a good way, thick. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. So that's kind of how I see it. Like, I've got a really good personal friend of mine who does the bikini comps, but like she's like little, but she's muscly. But like, you know, I'm never going to be as little as her. It's just like, you know, it's just one of those things. But
you should do a Joe Average category. If
you're feeling hot, come on the day and chuck on a tan.
No tan, just white. That's good old Shannon. So Shannon's gone.
She's gone.
Where did you say she's gone to?
She just got a job with one of her friends. She's moved on to that. She's still going to be a really big part of the community and stuff that we have. And then I've got a new girl who actually started yesterday, which I'm super excited about. Her name's Carla.
Carla. What's her last name? Hang on, let's look her up.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, there she is.
She's my new girl.
Doesn't mind the angles, does she? You and your angles. Jeez.
I'm not the most photogenic, no.
Welcome to the crew, Carla J. Holm.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, so she's
Carla J. I'll call you.
Carla J. So she's just started me yesterday. So she's taken over just in the afternoons for now. She's still going to be working at our other job because we managed to make it fit.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's really exciting. So I think for me, like when I applied for this, obviously before that was like, that's cool. Life happens, right? But I think for me, when I first applied, like I had a really good work-life balance, and I quit that job, and you know, Shannon was taken off, the business was growing great. I didn't really have much else going on for myself in the weirdest way. Like, I think I was just super stressed and tired, and I got to the end of the year, and I was like, I put on heaps of weight. I put on like 7-8 kilos from what I normally am as well, and that was like not in a good way. You know, like, I'm not training, I'm stressed, my hair's falling out, like I'm tired.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it was not good. It was not a good level of health. And yeah, I think I was saying before, like I always talk to my clients about filling up their own cup and, you know, do the things that are good for you and don't feel bad about it. It's not selfish because, you know, you need to put yourself, best self forward, healthy self forward for your kids, for your work, whatever you're doing, right? And I just realised I wasn't doing that. And I remember I was thinking about this the other day, like, why did I apply for this? And I think one of the reasons is because I remember talking to one of my clients that all my clients, they're great, and I've got really good personal relationship with these people. And I remember having a chat with one of them. I was like, I'm tired, like, you know, they're like, what's going on, Carly? Like, you know, you're not yourself. Because normally I'm like, whoa, like, let's go. And one day I was just like,
you are energetic.
Yeah, one day, like, you know, the 4 a.m. wake-ups catch up to you after fucking 6 years, you know. So I think I was just like,
it'd be so painful.
Yeah, so I love it though. I wouldn't change it. And I was just like, you know what, I've put on weight. I don't feel great. And being in an industry where, you know, body image is a huge thing. it's massive. Like, it was a bit for me. Like, I just felt like not myself, and I hadn't even trained in a while. I got to the point where I didn't have any energy to train. I wasn't eating, and she's like, starts giving me back all this like stuff about like filling up your own cup and taking time for yourself. I was like, all right, like, you know, where'd you hear that? You know, it was great, but it was great. I was like, wow, that's so cool to hear that come back, that advice that I would have given to this person X amount of months or years ago. And then I end up having a sponsor and stuff. I actually applied for this over a year ago, but I was too late. They left it on the Instagram. And I hit up Glenn and I was like...
Does sound like something Glenn would do.
And I hit up Glenn. I was like, hey, man, where do we find out? And he's like, oh, I didn't know you applied. Like, you know, that would have been great. Like, apply next time. So I did.
Which one was that for?
Oh, I think maybe it was cancelled or something.
The one that was pushed back?
Yeah, so it would have been this time last year.
Oh, they had 9 months to train.
Yeah, that
was an event.
That would have been nice.
That was a great event. I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up like just thinking about it, and I was talking to my partner about it. I was like, maybe I should just apply. Like, I've got a sponsor there. I've got the support. I've got a really good work-life balance, and I'm just definitely like... Once I'm in, I'm like, this is happening, you know? So I had the time, and, you know, there was hours in the day that I didn't actually really know what to do myself because I was used to feeling it would work. So, and I thought it was a really good way of me to work on, like, you know, just not having to worry about maybe what I'm doing as such, being like the boss, being, you know, having staff, having responsibilities, clients, you know, a group of girls that I need to sort of look after their health. It was kind of an excuse for me to have to do it for myself, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, so a bit weird, but I did it, and it's like it's kind of my self-care, my taking back time for me. And I think knowing that I don't want to lose, right? I'm so competitive, just quietly.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
What do you mean?
I could tell.
Can you tell?
After some of the stuff I've gone through,
okay.
I could tell.
Yeah, so I think knowing that that's like a deadline, I wouldn't be satisfied if I was like, oh, fuck, I'll just push training back tomorrow. So I knew that would be my mentality, and it was a good way to kind of segue back into maybe just having a bit more, a higher level of like overall health, physical, mental, you know, emotional, all that. So it's been good so far to do that.
It's very good that you have, I mean, I know you said you were 24, but to have the awareness of that. When I was 24, I would not have had that awareness, seriously. I matured very late. But the fact that you were aware of it, you could see the changes, and also you could see what needed to be changed. That's a good thing. That's got to be.
I hope so. I mean, when your hair falls out and you put on like 8 kilos, I think you start to notice. But it wasn't good, and I was just like just maybe more behind closed doors kind of stuff, like just irritable, just tired. I would be getting home at night and I would just crash. Like I'd crash with with the TV just have turned on, lay next to my partner, and I just like out. And then I'd be waking up in the morning tired. And then I'd just be like, yeah, just weird. Like just definitely weird. So yeah, definitely needed to change. So it's kind of why I did it.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
A lot of people would have stuck with it because whether it comes down to money or the feeling of responsibility, how many people hang in there with the job they hate because they just think, well, that's what I got to do.
And I love my job, so I'm lucky that I've got an awesome job that I can work around what I actually want to try and achieve in the next 6 weeks. So
you have to commit to this.
Yeah.
Anyone that takes it half-assed is going to be in a world of trouble.
Yeah, so that's kind of like I was in a position where I could actually fully commit and not have to worry about maybe me being the old me, like, oh, just leave it to tomorrow. Like, you know, my training doesn't matter when I've got X amount of people expecting this from me or whatever. So, yeah, it's been really good to be able to do that, I think, for myself.
That sounds great. That's a good reason. Good. I'll allow that.
All right, thank you. Next question.
Have you been, you mentioned before you've been to one event?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
I can't remember.
At the Crown?
No.
The convention centre?
Yeah, maybe 2021. It wasn't last year.
It has stepped up.
Yes. So that it was cool. Yeah. I didn't know anyone. I think it was one of those things I definitely would have enjoyed it more if I knew someone doing it. It would have been like, I love going to like my friends, as I was saying before, they've done bodybuilding comps, powerlifting comps, whatever. I love going and just being like, yeah, let's go. Like I'm so loud as well. So, you know, so I think it was like being able to do that with a few drinks for me would have been fun as well. So
this one's going to be great. I don't know what it is. I mean, the last one was great. They've all been, the one I've been to about 4, and they're getting better each time. They really are something. But seeing some of the people that they've got, seeing the quality of boxing that I've seen in this first couple of weeks, I think this one's gonna be unreal.
It's going to go off.
Do you want to be Team Red or Team Blue?
Oh, I reckon I'm going to be Team Blue. I'm just going to say it now.
One of my this is because I should be Team Blue, but I'm not. I'm Team Red. No,
Did you do it?
No, God, no. No, me. Jeez, I couldn't get through a training session. Someone sent me these. I'm not going to say who.
Oh.
These are. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, they light up.
Cufflinks. There for the night. That's someone who's just now. I'm an official Team Red member.
What do they say?
I think it says engine start or something. I don't know. Have a look.
They're not like. I thought they had like little gloves on.
No, it's a little light.
Cool.
Yeah, so
nice.
I'm supposed to be Team Red for the night.
Cool.
I should be, because I've known Glenn so long, I should be Team Blue. But
That's why you shouldn't be Team Blue, just rub it back.
That's it. Hope he loses. No, I'm neutral. As everyone knows, that I'm very much a fence sitter. I can't take a favourite team or anything. And plus, I find it hard seeing people not win. So I just want everything to be a draw.
Yeah, I'm worried I'm going to cry if I don't win.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'll be like, what the fuck?
The Crown. Are you staying at the Crown?
Yeah, we actually just booked it today, 3 nights.
3?
Oh, my partner loves it. He's like, I can't wait to go to the Crown. I'm just going to live it off. And he just I think he just loves knowing that people are waiting on him or something. He just loves it. He's like, no one talk to me. I'm at the Crown.
And you staying at the Towers?
Yeah.
That's it's such a good situation to be in where you're staying at the Towers and you're fighting at the Towers.
Yeah.
So you can do your process, whatever you need to come down and get ready for it. So, any connections to any of the guys or the girls? I mean, you said before Chloe with a K. I don't know why she spells it with a K.
The whole family's like that. It's good. It's different.
It is different.
Yeah, it's good.
How about you reply to one of my messages, Chloe? All right.
So I know Glenn just from a few years back, just through
How do you know Glenn?
fam. So 2 of my friends, Meg and Karen, are related to him.
Okay.
Through fam. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you went to school, Williston High School?
I did go to Williston High School. I don't know why you laugh at that. It's top academic school in the country.
I don't know.
In the state.
Oh, back in 2016. What year did you graduate?
2016.
Back in 2016. Jeez.
You wouldn't believe it. I was head girl too.
Really?
I know, me. What a laugh.
Jeez, what's the competition like? Any boxing experience?
No, not in the ring. I've been training for about 3 years. When I first started, I started with a coach doing I think we're doing 3 hour long PTs a week, and I started jumping in those classes at RDA. Yeah. I just loved it. My uncle was actually a boxing coach. Peter Stokes. He's dead now, but that sounded so raw. Yeah. Do you know him?
No.
Oh, okay. No, everyone used to just Stokesy. But he was
I just
quite
knew
big.
that was going to be his nickname.
Yeah, so he was quite big in the boxing world. He had a guy,
80s and 90s?
Nathaniel May.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he coached him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He did quite well.
Yeah, he did.
What happened
Bunbury
there?
boy. I don't know. I don't really follow it. So my uncle, Bunbury, had Nathaniel from when he was young.
Okay.
And taught him how to box and stuff, I think, from memory. And then he passed. He struggled his whole life with cancer, so he had a boxing gym down there. And I always looked up to it, as I've been someone who wanted to be in the industry and have my own gym. And I always wish I went down there. And obviously he passed and stuff. And then, I was just you know what? I've always had this weird, I want to check it out. I can't check it out now with him. Let's go do it somewhere else. So that was really cool.
How you going eating and drinking?
Good. Having alcohol drinking, is that what you mean? I haven't drank. Actually, last had a few drinks at Meg and Karen's house. So every year we have a annual beer pong Olympics. I thought maybe we're too old for that this year. But
was that about 3 weeks ago?
A while ago. It was before we started.
Did anyone put any footage of that up on the internet by chance?
I don't know. It seemed like Oh, is this
Oh, what do we have here, young lady?
No. Oh my God, yeah. So that was forced, and I didn't want to drink that.
Oh, yeah, sure you didn't.
Yeah.
No drinking. Look at you.
Hey, you know what? There's me
Funnels.
there. If you want to know, I actually was on the barbecue cooking everyone lunch because I was sober.
Look how bad these paws are. Look.
I know.
Oh, don't get it in the funnel or anything.
That's great. So that was fun. I was really reluctant to drink.
Is that you there?
Oh.
Was that you there in the denim shorts?
In the pink team. I had a few drinks. That was my last little hurrah. I think I had 5 drinks. That's me with the hoodie towel on. So I had a few drinks, but that was my...
Nice.
Yeah, I went to Bali in New Year's, and that was kind of my last little...
Hurrah.
Came back that weekend.
Girls trip?
And a few boys. My partner came.
Okay.
Mate from the gym as well, from work. that was sort of enough. And I found out in Bali that I was doing this. I was like, right, this is it. Let's go. And I got so sick in Bali. I'm not going to tell you about it.
Alcohol related or
no,
food related?
Food. Like, and it lasted like 2 weeks afterwards. So I was like back training, like, let's not even push the limits right now because it could end badly for everyone.
So many people, they eat like a bad prawn or something. It has nothing to do with the 2 bottles of vodka that they threw down on top of it.
It was so bad. I've never been that sick in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. And I didn't even drop any of this weight I want to get off for it. And I was like, fuck, this could be my start to drop these kilos. And I didn't even lose any.
Did they give you a weight class that they're trying to get you in?
Look, I've always scoped everyone out, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. I was doing it the other day.
I'm smack bang in the middle. So I'm like number 5. I'm not. There's a lot of us that seem like the same sort of height, but I'm like weight number 5. So there's like 4 girls heavier than me, 4 girls lighter.
Do you reckon you'll get lighter?
I reckon I will get lighter personally. Me, yeah. I've already dropped weight since I first weighed in, since 2 weeks ago. So I've dropped about 3 kilos. And
you've got to be within about 3 or 4 kilos of your opponent.
Yeah, so I'm already on that lower scale. So I've doubt that I would be going up to girls that potentially like at least 12 kilos at least heavier than me.
Okay.
And then it's like one of those girls would drop out, I'm guessing. I've been thinking about this a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this way
I dreams about this. So I hate not knowing things. It's like, tell me.
When do they tell you?
I think it's next Thursday.
Oh, they split into the teams next Thursday, don't they?
Yes. So,
that's right.
Yeah, so I've got not much.
And you don't know what team you're on?
No.
Oh, you do. You are such a liar.
I'm definitely not on the red team, I think.
I don't know which team I'm on, but it's not red.
Oh,
Team Blue, jeez. So just say, for example, that you had Glenn as a coach. Have you ever had Glenn coach you before?
I actually did. So I knew I kind of wanted to apply for this, and me being a weirdo I am and like to get in things early, I hit him up maybe like mid last year. I hadn't boxed for a while and I wanted to go back and do it. And he was at Anarchy.
Yeah.
Then, but just with my work schedule, like driving to what would you classify that as? Leaderville? West Perth, yeah.
That must be so much more convenient where you are now.
Oh, so good. Like I'm like 5 minutes and I'm there. Because that was one thing that actually really I was quite reluctant to apply for, just working.
That travel.
Yeah, and having to worry about getting there. Like I would hate to be late. I hate being late to things. So,
what about today?
I know it's like 1 minute. I'm standing outside on the phone.
I watched it. I normally get into people who are late. Be on time, people.
But yeah, so that's been nice. I went and trained with him a few times, and that's kind of when I was going through that bit of like, ugh, that was like me trying to get out of that funk.
Yeah.
And it was just so far. Like that sounds like such an excuse, especially coming from a personal trainer. But I was like finishing up there, having to drive straight to work, and then jump on the floor and train someone or meet someone, and I would be like sweaty, and I don't like that. Like I want to be
professional. You're a professional.
Am I?
Seems to be.
I'm a professional, non-professional professional.
You're on time. I can tell that you take your work seriously. And I think a lot of it for me is people that rock up on time. You were 1 minute late, but I did see you gas bagging on the phone out the front. To me, that's a big thing because someone gives you... I mean, it's like you even coming in here. I find that more than money, more than anything, if someone gives you their time, you got to respect that. And because I've gone through and seen a lot of the stuff you've done, and obviously you're taking that seriously and you're trying to set an example for people. So how long did it take you to get out of that funk?
Probably when I found out about this.
Yeah?
No, it wasn't that bad. Like I wasn't like in a, I hate my life. Like
so what did you cut out?
When
you realised you were in this lull, how did you get yourself out of it? Like, what have you changed?
Probably just like overall, like every element I can, like food, big thing. I wasn't eating, but I stacked on weight, right? And then like I would like get home and start eating, just because I hadn't eaten all day. So I was forgetting about like actually like putting nutrients in my body, water, like just little things. Trying to.
What were you drinking?
What was I drinking?
Oh, sorry, drinking, eating. Sorry.
Oh, just like whatever, like, and it's like we're not an unhealthy household or whatever. Like, my dad used to be a butcher, so we're very like meat and veg kind of typical like Aussie family meals,
Yep.
But I would just I don't know. I was just like not training, not moving. I was doing a lot more admin. I was seeing my laptop. I wasn't even seeing the sun. So just trying to like little things. Like for me, I love just going to the beach. Like, if I can with my partner or my friends, myself. Like
breaking out the bikini.
Yeah, well, no,
taking
not really.
a few Instagram shots.
Getting the activewear on and walking, more like it. But yeah, just like little things like that. Like prioritizing those little things. Getting back into training. Just starting to move my body and do those things that I like. Need to do to feel a bit better. And then make I like realizing it's not the end of the world if I'm like, it's my business. Like I can, do what I need to do with my time. Start having boundaries. Start not replying to client messages at 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Do you have a day where you turn the phone off?
No, but I've switched to using WhatsApp, which is quite nice. For some reason, like WhatsApp doesn't send you message. Like if you miss a notification, I feel like sometimes it disappears. I don't know, but look, it's better because I'll
don't turn the notifications on.
Well, I just go on there on my laptop, so I have it on my phone. Obviously, in case someone's like running late or they're whatever, like that's cool. But like I sit on there and like answer their questions as I'm doing the work and stuff. So that's been really nice. Just doing little things like that to have a bit more of a work-life balance, and like I've worked pretty hard to get to where I am now. So it's just like having that time for me is cool.
It's going to improve things long term if you actually do look after yourself.
Yeah,
though.
100%. So, yeah.
So you're on the mend?
Yeah.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot more like me. Like, I'm excited about this.
Oh,
I'm super nervous.
Do you know how many days it is?
Nah.
I think it's 42. Stand by.
39
days? You think that's a long time?
No, it's not. I just said no, it's not a long time. No, so that's what I mean. It's quite quick. Like they do say, oh, did it go really quickly? I'm like, yeah, right. Yeah, it
goes
does.
extremely quick because you're right that last week off.
Yeah. And it's good. It's been really nice to be like, have something to work towards. And I think just with anything, you've got to have goals, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So much easier to train when you've got goals. And I didn't have a goal. And I see like my partner, he's done a few powerlifting comps. And like he's great at it. He's good. Like obviously I'm his biggest fan, but like he's awesome at it. But he works hard towards it. And I'm like, wow, I miss that. Like I'm used to play a lot of sport. I think I was lacking that like competitive edge, I guess you could say. So yeah. You did used to play sport.
Oh, is this like my little mugshot? There we are. The girls.
Under 18s Australian Championship. I'm guessing that's basketball.
Yep.
Is that you at the back?
It is me at the back.
Cut your head off.
I was hardly in the team. I was like a bench warm. I'm in that team.
Doesn't matter. You're in the team.
I was there. I got the shirt.
Oh, what are we else? Okay. Changes to your weight and strength, like you said there before. So you reckon you're going to be dropping a few more?
I'm working on it.
You're not big though.
I'm heavy.
Solid? I don't know what the word is.
Brain.
Is it?
No, tiny brain. No, I am. I've always been heavy. Like I was always that heavy kid. Like I was the big kid. I was like the big, like I look like an adult at school. I was always like the tallest kid. I'm not now. It's probably why I did well at basketball when I was a kid, because I was tall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like I've always been heavier. Is this a thing? Like sometimes you look at people. Like I look at my clients sometimes, and I'm like the same weight. Some girls, I'm like, we look completely different. It's just one of those things. But I always have trained. I've been saying that, like, I felt like I fell off the bandwagon. Like, I've always still trained, like, done some sort of movement and looked after myself. But, yeah, it definitely, I've put on the weight. It's going to be easy to come off as well, I guess. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm heavier.
Is there a weight you want to get down to?
When I was boxing full time when I first started back, I was like 68 kilos, but that was me on the lower end. So that would be a push, I think, for now, for the fact that it is that close. I want to be around 70.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll see.
We'll see. I got no idea about weights. Like, I seem to judge it a lot more. Not judge it. People can be how they want, but it's how you look. Because I know that the people can weigh a lot more than other people, but appear a lot thinner. Yeah. So anyway, I don't think you got. I don't know. Anything I say now it's going to sound weird, so I won't say. Now you've got this focal point, mental changes, feeling better, feeling more driven. Yeah. Must be easier to get there when you know that in 39 days' time. Oh, yeah. In front of 2,000 odd people screaming. Yeah. And it's weird because it's like, like it's definitely taken over a lot. Like I'm like, oh, I got to go train, got to do this. Like, I'm thinking like, what can I do? What can I do? Cardio. Yeah, I know. I know. Like, cardio. It's just, it's on the brain a lot. It's like everything, like it's food, it's sleep, it's like a lot of things. Oh, I got to make sure I go to bed early, I got to train in the morning. Like, it's nice to have that. Just to, I love that. It's great. Something to commit to, I think, has been a nice change for me. Not living in like limbo. Like, what should I do? Should I do this today? Should I train here? Should I do that? Does your brain put on that voice, or are you just doing that just for me? That's like my voice. That was your mum's voice 5 minutes ago. Oh, yeah, that was good for praise. My mum's got a voice. Everyone's got a voice. But yeah. What's your cardio like? Oh, it could be better. That is the key. Yeah. Keep going. I've always been slower, and that's one thing I keep thinking, I'm slow. Like a tugboat. Just keep going. Yeah. So I feel like
I went on the treadmill the other day, and I don't love
Oh,
running.
good.
Yeah, I don't love running. We did some sprints. I was like, actually, like, phew, I got this. So that was good. That was like a moment like, yeah, cool. I've been training hard. So yeah, it's been good. Definitely, you can definitely tell jumping in the ring, your cardio, and like just with everything, your adrenaline going, nerves, like the pressure, everything like that tires you out, right? Like it's a lot.
Yeah, that adrenaline dump. We've seen that a couple of times.
Yeah, so like that kind of worries me. I'm not gonna lie. And like even just sparring at training, I'm like, oh god, I hate this already.
Do you know how long the fights are?
Yeah, 3 2-minute rounds. So I actually sparred the other night at RDA, and I was with one of the boys, and he's great. He's like 17 years old. He's a lot taller than me. He's really, really good. He'll do a fight soon, and he trains like a lot. And I sparred with him, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing this for? Like, he's great. And he actually was trying to work on something for himself, so he wasn't going as hard. He was being a lot more technical, and it was fine. And I was like, I did it. And I actually, we did the same rounds. That's just the sparring like we were doing, having to be 3 2-minute rounds. And I actually just looked right, like there was like 45 seconds left or a minute. Like I see in the corner, I was like, fuck. I was like, but I was like, you know what? I actually lasted already. And that was 2-3 weeks ago. So that was nice. Just
get your cardio sorted.
So yeah, but like, yeah, I was like, that's cool. It's definitely better than I thought it would be. But I definitely need to start working on it. Yeah.
I have noticed how much better people look in round 3 now, even in the last couple of years. Some of the early ones, I used to love round 3 because that's when it came down to all heart. Like guys and girls could barely hold their arms up. Yeah. So, and body shots as well. You take one in the body and suddenly your cardio's in half. Don't worry, no one does it. Everyone comes in here. I do like it. Everyone comes in here and tells me about these body shots. They go, yeah, Brad, I got this sorted. I'm going to do this body shot, liver shot. I said, yeah, all right. And then on the night, they just headhunt the whole time, just punching in the head. You guys spar, just my opinion, you guys spar a little too hard.
Yeah, okay.
I think. I'm not an expert.
Well, I've been sparring with I've done it like 3 times now, I think. But I've been with like the girls that are in that heavier, like they're taller or bigger than me.
With Nigel's sister?
She wasn't there the other night.
Okay.
No, but yeah, like those girls. I was like, fuck, you guys are strong.
Some of them scare me. Yeah. How have you found Craig Wilson?
Great.
He's a good man. I went to school with him.
Okay, yeah. So, very like
class of 94.
You can tell he's a dad. I think,
yeah.
like very like he goes, and I think maybe because I'm like the young. I don't know. They probably can tell I'm the young one as well. Like, hey, love, how are you? You know, hey, lad, hey, girl, how you going? You know, it's not just, it's all very like that. You know, you can tell. You just tell. I don't know, but he seems very like passionate.
He's always been a great guy.
Yeah, like
even
you can just tell
school,
he loves it,
yeah.
and he comes like you can just tell even like when people are talking, like he listens, and it's I haven't really like I can just tell. Very more what's that kind of like coaching style, like militant, like drill sergeant kind of way, but he's still got that kind of dad side to him, like caring sort of side. So a bit of both. But yeah, he seems great.
When they said they were moving it down there, obviously I remember how good the setup was with Anarchy, which is now Good Vibes Boxing, I believe. Ben runs a show there, and I heard that they were moving it, and I was just thinking, geez, it's going to be a tough gig to replicate or to get something as good as that was there. And I'm not sure the reasons behind the move, but when I saw it was Craig's gym, I was just thinking, yeah, you guys are in good hands there.
Yeah, it's really it's nice. Like I'm a bit of a gym snob at times. I think just from my job I used to have to go and scope out other gyms and stuff. But like I just like it's clean, it's like fresh, it's like looks nice. It's got like a nice vibe about it for sure.
Should have asked you before. Do you find it hard to train where you work?
Yeah. That's the big thing for what, like I was saying before. Like I'll just finish a block of clients and I'd be booked from like 5 a.m. till like 10:30, 11 and then put in my calendar to train and I'd be like, I don't want to spend... Like it wasn't like it's a bad place. It's just sometimes you just like, you're fried a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're already feeling a bit, like, you're not doing all those other things by yourself, like food, sleep, whatever, and you're just like, oh, God, like the thought of staying here. And then I'm quite chatty.
Yeah.
So, like people, like I've been there for years. So I've been with that mob for 6 years between Bibra Lake and Coburn. So like even just like if I went to Bibra Lake to have a bit of an escape, you'd walk around the corner, it'd be all the oldies and they've been there for years. They've seen me since I was 18. They're like, oh, Carly, how you going? You married yet? You know?
Same voice.
it was it's lovely. It's so nice. It's like that. I wouldn't change it.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you just want to get in and out, it's like, whew. So that's why I sort of did start with all the stuff as well, because it was just hard to sort of train where you were. And yeah.
What are your family? Geez, we were off topic. Family and friends. Tell me about the support you are getting from your partner, your mum with that strange voice. How are they all feeling about it?
My partner's, he's so good. He is like, he's great about it all. And I've been like very like, just let's focus on it. And because he's been doing night shifts lately, switched his shift stuff, and I haven't really seen him much. So like I'll call him like, yeah, like this happened. And he's like, sometimes I'm like, he's probably just sick of hearing about it. Mm-hmm. But, even when I have like bad, like, if I feel like I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, and it has been a bit of those, what am I doing this for? Like, why am I, this is crazy. Like, do I have time for this? So, yeah, it's been good to, like have him in my corner being like, you got this is what you need to do. And like, someone would be like, hey girl, like, how's your hits going? Like, winding me up and stuff. Or I will like describe what I'm doing, get really into it. I'm like, yeah, like we did this thing right, and he like kind of smirks in himself. He's like, oh yeah, like, taking the full piss. But
take him. Should just throw a jab in there if he starts to give you sass mouth.
I keep doing as well. And like, we're living at my mum's house at the moment. And we're like, I'll start doing stuff like that. And my mum's like, stop, like, stop doing that. Because then he gives it back to me. Because like, not like that, like not.
No, not throwing
But
hands.
he'll just like stop me. But he's so strong, and I'm like, go away, let me have my moment. But yeah, it's cool. It's he's great about it all. Like he can't wait. He's I think he's more excited to stay at the Crown, like I said before. But he's super excited. My family good about it. My dad was actually he wasn't going to come. I know. He's FIFO. I know. I'm his little girl. And yeah, he wasn't going to come. And I got real mad about it. I'm not going to lie. I was like, are you serious, Alan? I do refer to him. Alan. I know, we always do that. I do refer to him a lot of times. Alan at home. I don't know why. He's FIFO, and he was actually home, and I was actually really excited. He's always run his own butcher shops, and then they brought in Sunday trading, and he never used to really be able to come to basketball and stuff. And like, it was a really big thing for me when he did come. Always like, mum was always great. Like I have the best mum ever. Like so supportive and all the stuff ever. Don't try and challenge me.
I won't. No, jeez, I'm not. I'm Mrs. Stokes. I'm not getting involved in that one.
Yeah. So I think it was always great when Dad came and he could come. So that was great. And then he went FIFO for a little bit, and then wanted to jump back and be a business owner again and stuff. And he's jumped in and out twice. He's FIFO now, and he actually went to get another job, and his swing wasn't going to line up because they're away at the moment. And I was like, I got real mad about it. I was like, are you serious, Alan? Like, he's on FaceTime with mum.
Oh, Alan, what are you doing, Alan?
And I was mad.
Yeah.
But no, now he actually has kept the job he has, and he can come now. So I'm like, He's like, oh, I can come to your fight now. I'm like, don't act like that's why you change jobs, Dad. But
he'll be milking that.
But he was like, I don't really know if I like want to watch my daughter get hit.
It must be hard though. I know you're a grown woman and you can make your own decisions. No one's telling you what to do, what not to do, especially me. Probably not even Alan. But you have to understand what it's like, because there is that danger involved.
Yeah, and that's what kind of gets me, yeah.
It's controlled though.
It is, and I have found that with sparring and stuff, like it is quite good. One of the boys hit me hell hard in the face the other day, and like I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Like at all. Like I was literally
Where did he hit you?
Right in the face. Like, and he's like the tallest, longest dude there, like,
Yeah.
And we were just lining up. We had this thing we'd like put, he's probably going to listen to us and be like, shut up. But because I told him after.
Go name him and
Owen.
shame. Owen. Jeez, he's coming in here in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, and he and it was like not intentional at all. Like I wouldn't take that personally at all. But yeah, it took, like, I was just like getting lined up to what we were doing, and I looked up and I was just standing there, and he hit me square in the face, and that got me like good. I was like, far out.
Were you sparring?
No, we were doing like sparring drills, so we had to like line our toe up and like,
so you didn't just cold cock you?
No,
didn't
but like
say, hey,
I wasn't
Carly,
ready.
You turn around and
no, we're doing a
out.
drill, but then I wasn't really ready for it because like we had to do this thing. We had to line up our toes, and I was like, okay, I'll come back. I was running away from him. I was a bit scared, and then I was like just literally looked up at him and hit me in the face, and it caught me off guard. Like, I mean, it's a good thing he did do it, right? But yeah, I was like, far out, man. Like,
so it's the first time you've been hit?
No, not the first time I've been hit. Why?
No, Williston High School. Jeez.
No,
Fight club
definitely
here.
not. There was never any fights there, but yeah.
Just first time. A lot of people that I've spoken to have never actually been hit. And the first time they get hit, they do realise that it doesn't hurt as much. It's just a shock.
My very first coach that I had in 2020, he actually was like, yeah, you should do a fight. You know, I was like, oh, okay. Not really, but cool. I registered myself for like the...
amateurs?
No, I didn't do it.
Okay.
I was like off. I was way far off that. He's like, let's just try some sparring. And I tried it a few times and I was like, I didn't love it. I really realised that like not in a, you know, oh, I can take it kind of way, but I didn't mind being hit. That wasn't what I didn't like. I didn't like doing the hitting. It was weird. And even now, like I'll go on pads and I'll love it and I'll give it, you know, I feel like I've got a decent hit on me. But when it comes to that, I'm just like, I'm struggling to find that inner...
I think when you get in the ring, though, and you start copping a few...
Oh, yeah.
And someone's dangling that belt saying, this could be all yours.
I know. That's when, like, competitive Carly will come out. But I haven't really found that, like, switch yet.
Well, sparring isn't supposed to be 100% anyway.
And that's fine. I'm sort of like, yeah, I think that's going to be cool. But I get what you mean. It will come out. So, yeah.
Well, on the night, I haven't seen anyone... I've never seen anyone choke. On the night, I've seen some people. I've seen some people have big adrenaline dumps and struggle. You could see they're very fatigued very early, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone. I've never seen anyone put in a bad performance. Like obviously, a lot of people.
I think like I could have been feeling. I feel good about it. Like I feel good that I feel good about it.
Yeah.
In a way, like it's as silly as that sounds. Like I'm like cool. Like I'm actually not like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't like it. You know, like I'm actually like, I feel like I've made the right choice. So that's great.
They look after you.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's not anything. Yeah, it's not bad.
And that's not just the coaches. That's the refs as well. If the refs are, because they're very experienced refs,
and they probably understand that, like, you know, some people probably have never done this before.
No.
Yeah, a lot of people, most people. So yeah.
No, they do look after you, but still, it would be very concerning for the family to see you in there. What do your friends say? Those funnel drinking girls that I just saw in that video.
That's not. That's a side friend. No, they
are they all from Willetton?
Those no. So that's actually that's my friend, the twins.
That's between classes in year 8.
That's some of them were, but that's actually like my friend Megan, who knows Glenn.
Okay.
That's like her girlfriend's friends.
Okay.
So that's not my immediate like girl gang that are coming.
Jeez, I can imagine this girl gang. Is all this girl gang from the gym? No,
from school. We've all been friends. But some of them, like one of my friends, been my friend since like year 1.
Tell me the girl gang. Throw out some names. I'll keep an eye out. So I know who to avoid on the night.
Oh, who's coming? There's Courtney.
Jesus.
Courtney. Megan, Karen, Melissa. I don't think who's coming, but yeah, there's a bit of a different like demographic of people coming. Some of my one of my friends, Marissa, she's one of my best mates. She's actually FIFO, so she can't come.
Okay. Well, sounds like you're gonna have plenty of support if you've got 4 tables already gone.
Yeah. So there's like some of my partner's family as well. Some people from the gym, so like my sponsors are coming, who I also like work with them. A few clients are coming. Yeah, there's like quite a good, and then like some of my girlfriends are bringing their boyfriends and stuff. So yeah. So there still is like obviously a big group of people, which just like definitely like different demographics of people coming, which is cool. Yeah, exciting. So yeah.
They do get rowdy, especially after a few beers. Whereabouts do you want to fight on the card? In the sense of straight off the bat, do you want to raise the roof in fight 1, or do you want to close out the show in fight 14?
I don't know. I think like
3.
Oh,
3 is the prime.
Number 3.
We spoke about this extensively.
How many fights is there?
14.
Okay, yeah. So I think us girls will go first, but I think I'd rather go and get ready. I also hate getting ready. Like I actually considered like, can I just wear like the blue pajamas or the red pajamas? You know, like, can I just wear the like boxing outfit the whole night? Because I don't really care.
They do.
That's the thing. But then like I think, you know, it is like a nice night and it's a good achievement. Like I would like to get dressed up and stuff. So, but I'm such a boy. Like I hate doing my hair and makeup. Like it's confusing for me.
A lot of the winners wear the belt and their fight kit the whole night.
Yeah.
James the Juice Wells, he fought in fight number 1, and I saw him when I left at about 1 o'clock. James the Juice was still walking around in his gear and the belt with beers. Yeah. So some of the girls do as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought like it'd be nice, like everyone else be dressed up and like, you know, Scott Junior, I guess, to like, you know, get some nice photos of people I go about and like, you know, all that. So I thought I'd get changed, but that'd be nice to be able to have some time to do that. And I I think also, like, if I'm sitting there all night, I'm just, like, watching, and then people come out like, oh, it was great, oh, it was shit, you know, whatever, and I'm like, listening to everyone else, like, oh, what if I feel like that? What if I do this? So I'd rather just get it done quite early, but probably not first. That's a bit sad. Third's
good because everyone's a few beers in. Everyone's feeling a bit loose. You're not first off the bat. You get the done, and then
you can relax.
And then into the beers.
Yeah,
or the wine or the vodka if you're going to sneak it in again like you did last time. Any idea who your opponent may be?
So obviously we go there. We scope everyone now. We have a look. I was thinking maybe Marnie Lauren. I was just thinking her because we were the same sort of like height, weight, sort of vibe. I was thinking her. I have been a lot more sparring with the taller, heavier class girls, which makes me a bit more, just because they're very, really strong girls. Not that the other girls aren't. I haven't even really sparred them yet. So I've only recently just jumped into the sparring stuff. So I was thinking maybe her from the start.
You should get a better idea once they split those teams up.
Yeah, we'll know. I think we'll know who we're fighting, won't we?
I could be wrong.
I think we'd be able to judge it. Like, there's some girls, like one girl, Brittany, who I've been partnering up with. She's like got a whole head on me, tight. You know what I mean? So that's like
tall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see her. She's very tall.
Yeah.
Deceptive.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, I've been partnering up with her for like pads and stuff. But yeah, like I wouldn't expect I would be like, like that. I wouldn't even think that would, because she's also like, in a different weight class than me and stuff as well. So yeah,
I think it comes down to weight.
Yeah, I was asking the other day because I'm like, I'm trying to drop all this weight. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm like the fifth. I'm in the middle. Where do I sit? Yeah. He's like, just keep dropping weight. I was like, okay, cool. So it would make more sense because, as I said before, like I feel like they'd have to take out one of the other girls into like a lower weight class, which would be like at least 10 to 15 kilo weight loss. So like you can't expect someone to drop that weight.
No, I think they'll separate you. They'll have an idea, but then they will have no dramas in changing up a fight if they think it's a mismatch.
So, yeah, that would be cool. I don't know. It's definitely like there's also another two girls that are around the same height and stuff as me, but I think they're probably a little bit lighter than me. But, yeah, I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
I don't think I've ever seen a fight where someone is clearly like the favourite. Like I think anyone could win the fight depending on.
I think it's how you show up.
Yeah, it is. It's all how you show up.
Yeah.
There's a couple of people. There's one I shouldn't mention, but I will mention it because she annoys me. She had the worst nickname I've ever heard. Her name was Jess the Jessinator Allen. Oh, still infuriates me. What a terrible nickname, Jessinator. Anyway, she was fighting Marnie Mayhem Faulkner, and I thought Marnie has got this one in the bag, no drama. I thought this is a massive mismatch. And Jess, to my shock, proved me wrong. Jess turned up and was absolutely incredible, this girl. And I think she ended up losing on a split to Marnie, but just completely surprised me because I thought it was a mismatch. But no, she turned up. When she turned up, she really turned up. And Marnie turned up as well. Marnie did exceptional, but Jess was very good. I don't know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Nickname?
Don't have one.
I've got one.
All right.
It's good. This is honestly, with the PCR, this is where I shine. No one's ever taken me up on a nickname, right? You can be Carly. That's all, folks. Stokes. How good is that? Terrible? That's all for like Bugs. Oh,
no, I get it. It's off like that's all fine.
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, I know.
Or something. Oh, all right.
Okay,
well,
I'll think about
another person has just shut down their chance at gold. All right, music, walkout music. You must have thought of one for this. Hit me. What have you got?
I'm going to ask you, what kind of music do you think I listen to? Let's ask you some questions now.
You don't have SoundCloud or anything. Music for you. I would say slightly alternative pop rock. Not maybe not your top 40 kind of garbage with what I'm hearing on the radio nowadays. I don't think you're like a Triple J kind of person either, in the sense of I don't know what's happening with Triple J anymore. I think people listen to Triple J so they can tell their mates they listen to Triple J. I'm not too sure. I think maybe I'm going to say maybe like a Foo Fighters kind of.
Oh, mate.
No?
No, it's good.
I was going to say probably I'm going to go maybe a Foo Fighters. Maybe you do go back a little bit into the 90s.
Wow.
Maybe
Do you know this about me? This is like, yeah.
I reckon you don't mind a bit of the grunge stuff. I reckon you like a bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers maybe. I think you're a fan, I'm going to say bit Nirvana and a bit Pearl Jam, just a little bit. I say probably more Nirvana.
Do you know this about me?
No.
Oh, really?
No, where the hell am I going to
I
find
don't
this
know.
info?
This is like weird because no one's ever said this to me before. And it's like I actually generally listen to like the music of an old man.
It was so good in the 90s. So good. There maybe, do you have a little bit of the Brit pop in there as well? Like maybe a little bit of, not really the Oasis kind of thing?
It's maybe a bit slower. Yeah, I love the Bee Gees.
Oh, Disco Inferno. If you need to get a party started, you throw on a bit of Disco Inferno.
I used to love that real, like, what us kids call it, wubs.
Wubs? What's a
go
wub?
to these events. Like, just like doof doof. I used to love that. And then all of a sudden, and I do love like Triple J bands, but I kind of agree with you, like it's kind of gone away from what it was good at. Yeah, like I like those bands. And I love Aussie rock music. Whether it's like this decade or...
Yeah, I could never get into it. I tried.
Yeah, okay.
Just not into it. I don't know what it is.
Some stuff I don't like.
Powderfinger, back in that.
Yeah,
that
and I do love that older stuff. I do love a bit of Nirvana. And I have this song... and like, I played a few songs. Like, do you know what I love listening to on the way to training? This is so sad. It's Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. And
What's wrong with that?
I don't know why. I love that song. Like, I listen to it on my way to work at like 4:45 in the morning. I'm like running late every morning down the freeway.
That was so big in their day.
Just like I love that, and my partner actually asked me the other week because I feel like he's always like you've travelled a lot, you've seen a lot of people live. People are like, oh, I'd love to see them live. I'm like, oh yeah, I have. He's like, oh, of course you have. You know, and I'm like, I've just lived a little bit more than you, love. Like, you know, priorities. But no, so, and he's older than me. He's 30 this year, so we've got 5-year difference. And he'd be like, if you could go back and see anyone, or who would it be? And I was like, I would see Nirvana live. And he's like, Carly, that's so fucking weird. I was like, who would you see? Like Taylor Swift, mate? Like,
he would. Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, probably.
Last weekend?
He's pretty good, but you know.
He is. He's got some hits. Yeah.
But yeah, secretly, like I listen to like a lot of that kind of music, or just like, you know, that kind of, I guess, house music, that generic, like probably just working in the gym, I hear it and I get to know the words, the songs. But yeah, my song was going to be, I was thinking Joker and the Thief by Wolf.
Oh, that has got incredible intro.
Yes, right. So I'm sitting there the other day and before we started training, this is probably the first thing I thought of was my song. That's
the most important thing. That's the nickname.
And I started playing some
songs.
That's
all, folks. Stokes. You should have it written across the front in that font. Hang on, let's go. What am I doing here?
What a banger.
Someone had this.
Oh, really?
I think.
I was thought everyone would. Probably. I mean, what? How many guys? You got like 10 of these things?
All right. Oh. I've really got to get a bit better speaker for this room, don't I?
You'll be like, oh, Carly's on. I think, and it's funny because I feel like the girls will have like, you know, some real girly stuff and it's like, oh, are the boys on? No, it's just this girl.
That sounds good. I don't mind a bit of that, a bit of Wolf Mother.
Yeah.
They had some hits, didn't they?
I played a few in my lounge room. Like, you know, when you connect up to your TV. My parents, they're like so old-fashioned. They don't even have iPhones or anything. They wouldn't even know what any of this stuff is in front of us. And I was like, connected and I was like, what did you change the TV for? I'm like, he's watching his Netflix, whatever, on his R&R. And I start playing these songs, and I played this song, and they were like, yeah. And my mum starts singing it. You know, the guy's got like a pretty, like, kind of high, not a high-pitched voice, but it's very...
screaming kind of...
Yeah, my mum starts doing it. She used to be a singer, apparently. I don't believe it. But, yeah, so, yeah.
With that voice? Obviously, soprano with that high voice.
But, yeah, she starts singing it. And then at this beer pong Olympics that I last drank at, Megan's like, why'd you walk out? Because I'm going to be. And she sent me a few, and I was like, oh, my God. And Megan's, like, pretty good with music and stuff. I was like, no, mate, that sucks. Like, she sent me a few randomly one day. And I played this song when we were at the beer pong Olympics. It was all girls, right? And this was surprised me. They were all just like singing along to like not even the songs, it's like the noise at the start. And everybody just got so excited about it. I was like, that's it. I was like, let's go. That's the song. So
you got to time it as well.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you can do it if you like. if it's 45 seconds in there, just wait backstage for 35 seconds.
No, hang on, it's not my time.
I'll come out when I'm ready.
Glenn's like, let's go. It's not my time.
They're ringing the bell. That'll be great. I think you also got to deprive yourself of it as well.
The song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to use it, if you're going to use it, you need to starve yourself of it. Because we've all had songs that we've loved and we've just killed them because we played them non-stop for 3 days. Yeah. That's what you need to do. Wolf Mother. It's a bit old. I'll allow it. I'll allow this one to go through.
Cool. Pass.
That nickname was pretty good though. I was pretty happy with myself.
End up using it.
I should put a copyright on it. I think Disney already did.
Not $5 for it.
Carly. That's all, folks. Stokes. What are you expecting? What are you hoping to get out of this whole experience? The whole lot, the whole training, the whole event, the whole 3 nights at the Crown where everyone waits hand and foot on your partner because that's all he wants to do. What are you hoping to get out of it?
A win.
A win.
A win.
It's got to be good mentally. It has to be good. Whether you win, lose or draw, the whole experience with the commitment, with focusing, like I said, looking after yourself. This is all about you. For even if it is only 8-9 weeks, at least it's gonna
set you up for it will be like, I can do this. Sick. Like, I think it just it's good to have that little. And even if I lose, hey, that's cool. It's not cool.
And you're gonna have,
but it's like, it's cool. It's like cool to be able
to,
everyone go home. I'm going to my room and I'm not coming out. No, but
burn the place.
I think to be able to say like I've been a part of something cool and like trained up and worked towards that is a huge achievement as well. Even just to like meet people, stuff like that, like create like some friends in a way. Like it's hard to make adult friends. Like I'm so satisfied with my friends. I got the best friends. Like they're great. Even just be able to have like be social, be like have people to do it with, and just be a part of something cool for that little bit is going to be awesome. So definitely that, and just to have some time for me as well. I'm going to Europe in June. Wouldn't mind
How long?
About 4 weeks. So it's a nice little segue into, I'm like the fittest and the leanest I've ever been. Cool.
And it's summer.
I know.
All I packed was this bikini.
I'm sorry, I'll be wearing like my bloody t-shirts.
No, just wear the belt. A bikini and a belt.
Just an occasional gloves if I need them. Get in a fight. It's all right, guys. I know what I'm doing. You know what? Like my partner, like he's a pretty good looking bloke, I would say.
Gorgeous, some have said.
So
I did see photos of him. I'm jealous of that full crop of hair. That's a thick hairline.
That's him on the right. If you go up, that's more recent on the so on the right.
There he is. Geez, the tattoos.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He thinks he's cool. He's a cool guy. And he's into his training stuff like that as well. Like he's always been really fun, really fun, really fit.
Are you wearing those shoes today?
Yeah, I've got shoes.
Yeah, are they those?
So he bought them for me and then I bought some for him.
Okay. Oh, okay. Matching slides.
No.
Matching slides.
Probably more because I'm just like a boy.
Straight out of Willerton. All right.
Like these are like $500 slides.
Are they?
Yeah.
Really?
Anymore. Yeah, they're Givenchy. Oh, I don't know.
They're about a $5 in Bali. All right.
You know what's sad? I went to Bali and I was like, I'm going to treat myself. I don't buy myself a lot of stuff. But when I do, I'm like, let's go hard, right?
Oh, you got to.
You got to. And I bought these sunnies, right? They're like these Prada sunnies. Every girl has a pair of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm going to buy them for Bali. And then being me, Luke hates it. He's like, I feel like I was looking at him in the photo. Like, you hate it. Like, he's like, you always trash everything. You're so like, I'm the kind of person that will fill up a glass of water and pour it everywhere.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad you didn't touch that water.
Maybe that's why I didn't do it. I consciously knew I was
My
going to fuck
kids
it
do
up.
that. Look at that. They're writing a birthday card to my wife the other day, and it's gone straight and absolutely butchered the desk.
Yeah, I'm so heavy-handed like that, and like, I'm clumsy and shit. Like, I walk past you and like, not care, whatever. But I bought these sunnies, and then I go to Bali, and they're on the side of the road for like $5. And they look the exact same. Okay, they're quite different, but they look the same. You wouldn't know, which is super annoying, but...
Would you buy them? Don't you buy them for their functionality though, not what they look like? Because I had a pair of Bali sunnies, and I swear it actually burnt my eyes.
Yeah, well, they're not safe, obviously, but like I just wanted these ones. But so why were we even talking about Bali?
I don't even know.
My partner being good looking. No, like I went to Europe, and like if I feel like crap, and I'm like next to my partner, and he's got his 6-pack out, I'm like taking photos with him. I'll be like, nah, that was me in Bali. I was like, no photos today.
Jeez, it's all about how we look. Getting back onto this PCR, something I hope you do realise, I hope everyone realises is the fact that you're getting in there to fight, you got to understand what an achievement that is and how small the percentage of people are that actually do that. Like, you're getting in there to box in front of... I'm not trying to make the situation worse or make you nervous or anything.
You made me a little bit nervous today.
Well, that's why I did it 39. That's why I did it 39 days out. You get over it. Is you're getting in there in front of 2,000 odd people.
I think that's what makes me most scared, is like knowing that there's people there. Like, it's like, I'm not embarrassed. Like, I still know it's an achievement. But like...
It's a massive achievement.
Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's a very public. I don't know. It's like a lot of people...
You knew what you were getting. You knew what you were getting.
I know, but like now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, maybe I don't, you know, like even the other day I went to my other gym and sparred and stuff, full training, and like, I do some sparring. I was like, oh, okay. All right, put my big girl pants on, I can do this with the boys. And I was like, wait, no one's watching us, right? Like, they're not, because there's boys and I would just stand around and watch. I was like, I don't want that. And I was like, fuck, this is going to be my 9. With people that actually personally know me, you know, but yeah,
they will talk you through that. They will teach you how to deal with the nerves.
Yeah,
and once you're in there, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
I believe.
Cool. I feel like I've kind of like already know that's a thing that I'd think about, and even like being at the gym already, like with people watching, I'm like, I don't know why I'm like, it's not like I'm embarrassed. It's just like I don't know.
You don't like to be centre of attention?
No, yeah. I just like, oh, don't watch me. It's like, you know when someone sings you happy birthday and you're like, oh, stop.
Oh, that's the worst. They should ban.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know what I mean?
What's someone supposed to do? Like, what there should be, what does a person do who's getting happy birthday sung to them? Like, honestly, does anyone know?
No,
we had this conversation at work the other day.
It's so awkward. It's like,
just sit there.
Thanks, guys.
And someone throws a hip hoorays in there. You go, geez, I got another 10 seconds of this garbage.
Do you know what I think this experience is like?
Tell me. This
is my thought process, is skydiving. So you get scared about it. You're like, oh, fuck, I don't know what it's going to be like. And then you do it. You land on the ground. I've never skydived and I probably won't ever. I hate planes and don't like heights. So it's not a good combo. Maybe I should do it to conquer my fears. But yeah, it's like once you've done it, you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. I did it. I'll do it again.
Will you do it again? No. But would you? Because
I don't know. It's not like you would like, oh my God, let's do that one more time right now. But, you know, it's like,
3 rounds.
You know, you amp it up and you're like, it's like you get super anxious about it. You're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? You're like, oh my God, I can't do this. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, I did that. Sick.
Yeah.
What was that? And it's like all of a sudden it's just like, whew. Like, you know what I mean? I feel that's what skydiving would be like.
I think it's going to be a big release once the fight's over. And I hope you do actually get the chance to enjoy it, because I know people almost wanted the date to come very quickly and they're just wanting it to be here, and then it's here and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And then there's that big sort of drop off afterwards that I think some people have struggled with.
And I think I actually was thinking about it the other day. I was like, far out, this has gone quick. Like, you know, there was like, it's going to go quick. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's ages away, and it's not. And I was thinking about it the other day, I was like, oh my God, I don't have much time. And I was kind of a bit like, it surprised me a bit. I was a bit like, I'm actually not, I don't know. It's like I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying having that commitment and that something to look forward to. And it is a bit like that. Like, what do we, it's coming quick, but I don't want it. Maybe it's more, I want more time to feel like I'm better at it. I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'm like, I'm not ready for it to be over yet. So yeah, I mean, we're still so early, right? Like, I don't even know what's going on half the time. So, you know, it's still,
Well, 39 days will go quick.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, I feel like it is very quick. I was quite shocked like that. I thought it was like quite a few months that we got to train for. But yeah. No. So yeah, it is. I'm soaking it all in. That's why I'm here today. Like, it's just like, they're like, make the most of it. All right, cool. Let's do this.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you in here. You do talk quickly, I got to say. I might have to slow that down.
Don't fast forward at anyone in your car.
Well, that's about it, mate.
Cool.
I do appreciate you spending the time to come in here. Feel free to use that nickname at any point in time as well, and just dedicate it to me. Say thanks, Brad, just at the bottom of it. But 39 days out. I should have this up in the next 2 weeks. No, I'll get this up for everyone to listen to very soon. But thanks for your time today, and I appreciate you being in here. And after the fight, if you ever did want to come back in here, just know that you are more than welcome to sit in that seat. I'll bring the belt back in and show it off for everyone, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for your time, mate, and I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you.